Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. Because we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on another SEC team, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll give it to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job in this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Defense is... There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
1st down here for this offense. They'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving. And the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner out. So hard to cover this.
Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this 3rd and goal play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And sack sets up 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the tight end. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal.
4-2 Spider. Alert, alert. Reload.
Single back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made by the tight end. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Checks this down to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
2-9
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Hawaii. Just ran away from the defense.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular, use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. The offense now operating in empty. He's back to throw again on second down. To the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. And they will trot out the field goal team here. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Solid run. Good for first down yardage. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wide out. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He'll hand it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Second and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the tight end. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Blue Raiders will send the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've gotten it going here in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Caught in the backfield. It's awesome. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. The pass rush closing in. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee State. It was a foot race and he won it. Now the try here for the extra point. Make the extra point and go up 6. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. Not a penalty called too often in football, but we see it here. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Running with purpose. They bring him down right at the 20.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Again, makes it second and medium. Ball handed to the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I love this option call, but the quarterback, I think he's just trying to make a play that wasn't there. Sometimes on this option play, you just got to eat it. It's just not there. The execution's not there. The defense plays it well. You got to tip your cap. Here, he tries to make a play that's not there, and the result is a loss of yardage.
The Blue Raiders will have to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Going to try to use his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He hands it to the back. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
Extra point puts it in front by 1. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Blue Raiders offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tries the right with a quick throw, but it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Raiders will line up to punt it away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. When he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Oh, and he can't hold on. A 1st down screen is incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So 2nd down after the incompletion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts him up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
He'll take a deep shot. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They will claim the second half lead. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 21-yard line. Tried to make something happen on the return. Cost himself 4 yards. Middle Tennessee offense back on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a run. Running back's got it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The Blue Raiders pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Blue Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to extend the play. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's awesome. They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter. Completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2.
42, Spider. 4.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Chris, remember in college football, just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Middle Tennessee offense back out there. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain. Not enough for the 1st down.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Quick throw to the left. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return. Sets up the offense at the 39.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. We're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors.